almost burped. But hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Reality Spills.
Yeah, I'm distracted. I'm trying to do like 50,000 things at once. I'm making a hammy intro song, and I'm trying to get all of our stuff up in Discord.
Oh no, you're good.
So people know where to come and find us. So I need to
well, very much appreciated. Yeah. See, we're always working, people. We're always working, and that's why we weren't here last week, because we were working. Got to make that moolah somehow. Whatever, just life. Because we use this stuff called currency, this monies, these dollars. What do they really mean these days? What does that actually mean? It's just TP, really. It's just TP if you think about it.
I mean, depending, like if it's $1, whatever, wipe your ass with $1. But if it's 100, like why would you wipe your ass with $100 bill? Like, no.
Yeah, very true. You could buy a lot of beer. A lot of beer with that $100. Cheers. I don't always drink, but when I do.
Dos Equis. See, Dos Equis Amber is my favorite.
A lot of people like the amber. It's really good too.
When I was pregnant with my first child, my husband tried giving me St. Pauli Girl to try, like as an NA, because back then NAs weren't really a thing. You only had St. Pauli Girl, and that was pretty much when it came to like a non-alcoholic beer or anything.
Oh.
So I drank it. I almost threw up. Now, any type of alcohol, beer, or anything that comes in a green bottle, I cannot drink because it'll make me feel like I'm going to vomit. That goes for like Heineken.
Duels. Well, Duels is.
Yeah. Yep. Und Beck's.
Oh, that's right. Beck's. Stella Artois.
Stella. Yep. And then, well, the only one I have to say that I can though is Yingling, but that's because it's a lager and not a pilsner.
I didn't know that comes in a green bottle.
It does.
For glass. I've only had Yingling in a can.
Yingling is the drink of PA. Come hang out with me and Jack, please! Exclamation point.
Is that to Rich?
Yep, this is to Rich's, what's it called? His
it's off-label.
Yes,
Senpai.
That's off-label. He was supposed to be with us last week. Oh, yeah, the reason why we weren't here, too, is because I was at the ER with my youngest.
Oh, yeah, that's right. So how do you, is it better? He's got the scars. He's the boy who lived.
He's the boy who lived.
Yes.
Well, here's the thing. So oh God, the volume's on. I can hear myself talking. Gross. Anyway.
Oh.
So there we go. I sent them both the links. So I'm in the shower and he's in the room with me and he goes into my closet and then all of a sudden I hear a dunk. And I'm like, oh my God, like I'm literally in the shower. What happened? Like, what's going on? And he comes to me and I'm like, what? What's wrong? You look fine. His hair is covering. He had a freaking goose egg on his head. And I was like, all right. As a person who has had 3 concussions themselves, I was like, concussion like, let me put ice on it. Let me feed him.
Yeah, you know the drill.
Give him water. Because I'm going to see if it'll make him throw up. Like if I know he's dizzy, let me monitor his behavior and everything. And I know my
shake
son.
Him around a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Throw him around, see if he passes out. Exactly. Well, and he seemed fine. And then we were about to go to Taekwondo with my oldest, and the little one started acting really, really lethargic and weird. And he was just acting weird, and all he wanted to do was just sleep. And I was like, this isn't normal. Like, this is not normal whatsoever. So ended up taking him to the ER because with a head injury, you know, you have to be safe than sorry. And we kept like, it was almost like Dwight. Remember in The Office when Dwight gets a concussion and they rush him to the hospital and they have a spray bottle. They keep spraying him so he stays awake. Like, that's pretty much what we were kind of doing to the youngest because we kept yelling at him and like being like, wake up. Yeah. And then we had, I mean, after he had the goose egg, literally 20 minutes later, it was down and he was fine. But I was still monitoring his behavior. And so, yeah, we ended up there, and I have a feeling that he was acting like he was all hurt and stuff because his brother had just gotten home and he wanted attention from his brother. Because when we got to the hospital, he was still acting kind of weird, and then he was acting normal, and I was like
he forgot what happened to him.
Yeah, like he didn't have to act anymore. Like, oh, everyone's here. I have the attention that I need. And then literally the next day.
Now that I've got your attention, goo goo gaga, my head really hurts.
Yeah.
I don't know why your son talks like Trump, but
I don't know why either. I pulled an Ashley Sinclair and I'm like a surrogate. Oh God.
Anyways,
yeah,
you don't mind that I do a lot of these sounds while we're in the show, right?
Do whatever you want. And no, well, and then the next day I was in the shower again, and I had him in there. I had closed off my closet, but he picks up our glass scale and drops it right on his foot. I'm like, again. I'm like, oh my God. I'm just like, so I'm not allowed to bathe anymore. Is the moral?
He loves the punishments. He was like, oh, I'll get you for going in the shower without me.
So bad. I was like, come on, child. Anyhow, so moral of the story is I was at the ER.
Nice.
And I can't wait to get that bill.
As for me, it was over 100 degrees. It was really
degrees.
Yes, over 100 degrees. I work outside in the heat, and I just didn't. I feel like relaxing by the time I got home. So I'm sorry, guys. I got a little lazy there, but you gotta understand if it's fucking hot out. It's like I just want to shower, cold shower. I don't know, relax.
Is that a baby or a full grand piano behind you?
Oh, yes, it is. It's a full 180 keys there. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is just a virtual background.
It was a joke. But anyway, so
tickle the ivories. I do play guitar though.
Yes. Yes, too.
Anyways, so you working on a hammy cammy?
Yes. Do you want to hear it?
Oh, it's available now. Yes, I do.
Okay.
Definitely.
Here, let me.
Maybe I should unplug my headphones for this and then mute myself so I could.
Okay, so this is the hammy cammy jingle. All right, let me know if you can hear it. Here, let's turn off the. Oh.
Yeah, I can hear it. I'm just gonna mute myself so there's no feedback.
Okay. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
No, I can't hear it. Actually, I can't.
You can't. All right, I'll have to think. I don't like it. Hold on, I need to find it. I have to change it up a bit. I don't like the lady singing. I have to figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know. It didn't play loud, but we were ready to listen to it. So.
All right. I'll keep working on it.
All right, it's all good. You go back to it later, or you can do whatever whenever. In the meantime, while you work on it or decide what to do with it, I'm gonna take us to the board.
Take us to the board. Take us to the board.
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Let's start with the birthdays, unless you want to do that yourself.
No, go right ahead. Let's start with the birthdays. We got a few of them today. I mean, there's more, but those are the ones today.
Are we showing screen? Is it showing?
Now it is.
Okay, cool. Oh, that's right. I forgot to go add it to the stage, huh? I always forget that. But anyways, today, birthday, you share your birthday with Gloria Steinem. It's her 92nd birthday. She's an American feminist and publisher of Miss Magazine. Born in Toledo, Ohio. Today would have been Aretha Franklin's birthday, but she passed away in 2018. If you don't know who she is, she does Respect and Chain of Fools. Those are really, really famous songs there, especially in rock and roll and blues style. Yeah, actually, yeah. Famous. I think he's actually Sir. He's been knighted. I think. So Sir Elton John, 79th birthday today. He was born in 1947. I didn't even know that. That's crazy.
That's wild. It seems like it's like a whole lifetime ago.
Yeah. So he's been through it all. And I'm sure he's had a lot been through him as well. He packed his bags last night. Yeah. And don't forget Horseface Sarah Jessica Parker from Sex and the City. Her 61st birthday. She was born in 1965. Yep, Sex and the City. Sex and the City. She was in Sex and the City. She was in Square Pigs. She was born in Nelsonville, Ohio. Also is Vladimir Klitschko. It's his 50th birthday. He's a Ukrainian boxer, two-time world heavyweight champion, Olympic gold super heavyweight in 1996. And he was born in Kazakhstan. Isn't that where Borat is from?
Huh?
I am from Kazakhstan.
Borat. Oh, Borat, yes.
Yeah. We make bananas here. Okay, that's all the birthdays. Anyways. Happy birthday to those 4 and 5th, if you count the dead one. And happy birthday to you, if it's your birthday.
Happy birthday.
Boing. All right, and should I move on to the first story?
Yes, let's do the first story of the day.
News story number 1. All right, that was my own graphic again. Sam Altman thanks programmers for their effort. Oh, wait. I had put this story 1 because it was going to be the first story of the last. It should have been a week ago, but I don't know if you want me to put this as the first one. Did I do this? Or you Sam? It's a Sam Altman thanks programmers. Oh no, I put this one, huh?
What do you thank programmers for?
For their effort. Says their time is over. He's like, thanks guys, but now you're fired. Thanks for all the hard work.
Using AI for all the programming shit. Did you see? Yeah. I saw a video of a woman talking about how she used Claude to help her with coding for her own website. And she's basically she spent 6 hours spread out across 2 nights working with Claude to code her own website that would have cost her $25,000 if she had used something else.
Oh, wow.
So it's just all these people who remember how the meme was why don't you learn to code?
Oh yeah, right? Yeah, I do remember learn to code. Yep.
People would say that to different journalists and stuff. Be learn to code, bro. And that was even less than 10 years ago. And people are learn to code.
Yeah,
and
it was
now
very recent.
It's going to be irrelevant.
Yeah, learn to program AI or something. Well, I guess that's still coding, but yeah, it's so irrelevant. AI. Oh, there's another one that we'll talk about the AI when we get to the brains part too. I mean, except for this story number 1, but It's just funny, like these people that might have a future, like these are the same programmers that work for like Google. I'm just assuming, those people that were on TikTok is like, this is a day in the life of a Google worker,
Right. Yes.
and they're just drinking coffee and sitting back, relaxing, playing PlayStation. It's like, yep, this is my work day. Like, oh man.
Yeah.
Is there music playing? Because I don't hear any music.
There is.
I hear just darkness. Oh, then it's on my end. Anyways, all right. So this is from futurism.com. Sam Altman thanks programmers for their effort, says their time is over. So he goes, you're welcome. Nice to know that a reward is our jobs being taken away, says one of the people that probably got fired. So, let's see. Where does this start exactly? Thousands of tech workers were being laid off from Atlassian, slashing 1,600 jobs.
Wow.
To Jack Dorsey's fintech company Block, and firing almost half of its workforce. Meta's latest round of layoffs is rumored to affect an astonishing 20% or more of the company.
Ooh, hun, that reminded me of something. Continue. I'm going to look for it.
Okay. A common thread among these devastating cuts is industry leaders touting the capabilities of AI, claiming that the tech has made the workers who find themselves on the chopping block redundant. Whether those claims align with reality or whether the layoffs are actually the result of corporate bloat and pandemic era overhiring is a topic of much debate. So in a Tuesday tweet that can only be described as twisting the knife, OpenAI CEO Sam Altman argued that I have so much gratitude to people who wrote extremely complex software character by character. It really feels difficult to remember how much effort it really took. He added, thank you for getting us to this point, but now kindly fuck off. I added that last part. So it's a particularly tone deaf and borderline vindictive missive that suggests Altman has long given up on this idea of fairly compensating content creators and coders for their work. It's no secret that OpenAI's AI models were trained on data that was shamelessly scraped from the web, a controversial practice that has triggered a litany of copyright infringement lawsuits. Altman's remarks drew an overwhelmingly negative reaction. You're welcome, says one user. Nice to know that our reward is our jobs being taken away. Others called him a fucking psychopath and scum. Oh, there goes YouTube. No, I'm kidding. Does YouTube really penalize us for curse words in the beginning or something? No. Oh, okay.
Well, apparently it's within the first 7 to 15 seconds.
Oh, just seconds. So I can't just come in like fuck.
Yeah, like you can't have cuss words or whatever in your thumbnails and stuff.
Cool. I'm gonna start one of these episodes with the Blink-182 song. What is it called? I forgot what it's called, but it's like the 7 curse words that you can't say on TV from George Carlin.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, piss, cunt, cock, sucker, motherfucker. I forgot what. Anyways, nothing says you're being replaced quite like a heartfelt thank you from the guy doing the replacing, says another. The news comes as OpenAI desperately tries to keep up with the competition in an increasingly crowded enterprise and code-facing AI software landscape. On Monday, the Wall Street Journal, this is last Monday, I believe. Yeah, I think it's last Monday. The Wall Street Journal reported that executives had started ringing the alarm bells, calling for the company to double down on coding and enterprise customers. So, we have CEO of applications, Fiji Simo, says, we cannot miss this moment because we are distracted by side quests. Oh, look at that. But nothing says more main character syndrome than using side quests in your vernacular. He told his employees in a memo, by the way, as quoted by the Wall Street Journal, we really have to nail productivity in general and particularly productivity on the business front. So, meanwhile, OpenAI's competitor Anthropic has made major strides with its Claude Code and Cowork chatbots, triggering a $1 trillion sell-off last month over concerns that AI could make legacy enterprise software a thing of the past. All in all, in short, it's difficult to not read Altman's latest tweet as a slight directly capitalizing on widespread fears of an AI jobs apocalypse to tout the capabilities of his company's offerings. So thank you, Victor Tingerman, for this article on that. But yeah, isn't that something? It's like it's exactly like when I don't know if you pulled it up, but it would be what's his name? Bezos.
Okay.
Coming back from space. He's like, oh, thank you. You guys got me to space. They laugh like a fucking maniac.
That's funny. Well, something that kind of in my head got me. So today, out in Los Angeles, let me out your way.
All right, my neck of the woods. Here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna change my visual effect to the city of Los Angeles.
There you go. So Meta and YouTube found liable in a landmark social media addiction trial. An LA jury has handed down an unprecedented win for a young woman who sued Meta and YouTube over her childhood addiction to social media. Jurors found Meta, which owns Instagram, Facebook, and WhatsApp, and Google, owner of YouTube, intentionally built addictive social media platforms that harmed the 20-year-old's mental health. The woman, known as Kaylee, was awarded $6 million in damages.
Oh my God!
Yeah, a result likely to have implications for hundreds of similar cases now winding their way through the U.S. courts. Meta and Google said separately that they disagreed with the verdict and would both appeal. Meta said teen mental health is profoundly complex and cannot be linked to a single app. This is total bullshit because in the beginning of all this, I am sure that they have videos and like stuff of Mark Zuckerberg talking about how they look at different algorithms to make it more addicting. There
to keep your eyes on the screen.
Exactly. And I don't know if you remember the case. I think it was in like 2016 or something like that when they're talking about the 2016 election and election interference. Maybe it was in 2020. I'm not sure, but there was one computer scientist dude. I don't remember his name, but he went in front of Congress and was talking about how about Meta and their algorithms and how it has a way to kind of curtail people's thinking into one direction or another. So, anyway, it says, we will continue to defend ourselves vigorously as every case is different, and we remain confident in our record of protecting teens online. A spokesperson for Google said this case misunderstands YouTube, which is a responsibly built streaming platform and not a social media site.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
Jurors found that Kaylee should receive $3 million in compensatory.
Yeah, that's a word right there.
Yeah, compensatory damages, and an additional $3 million punitive damages because they determined Meta and Google acted with malice, oppression, or fraud in the way the companies operated their platforms. Meta will be expected to shoulder 70% of Kaylee's damages award, with Google the remaining 30%. Parents of other children who are not part of Kaylee's lawsuit, but claim they also were harmed by social media, were outside the courthouse on Wednesday, as they had been many days throughout the 5-week trial.
Oh my God!
5 weeks. When the verdict came in, parents like Amy Neville were seen celebrating hugging. The LA verdict came a day after a juror in New Mexico found Meta liable for the way in which its platforms endangered children and exposed them to sexually explicit material and contact with sexual predators. It's true. In recent months,
now we got something.
Yes, well, because you think of everything that's even going on with Roblox.
I was say Roblox. Yep.
Yeah. In recent months, countries such as Australia have imposed restrictions for children to stop or limit their use of social media. The UK is currently running a pilot program to see how the ban of social media for people aged 16 may work. Negative sentiment towards social media has been building for years, and now it's finally boiled over. During his appearance before the trial in February, Mark Zuckerberg met as chairman and chief executive relied on his company's longstanding policy of not allowing users under the age of 13 on its platforms. Okay, blah blah blah. It's really long, so. But that's interesting.
Either way, when that's for your age, it's like anyone could just put anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I didn't see what that comment said. It says his name is Christopher Wiley. He was a Cambridge. Thank you. Cambridge Analytica. Yes.
Is that from Boston? Cambridge and Boston, yeah. Boston, Massachusetts.
Parking cars and garages and stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I just heard someone on Kill Tony the other day. I don't know if you listen to Kill Tony. It's a comedy podcast, just stand-up comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, there was a female went up to do her 1 minute, and she straight up was doing all the cliches from being from Boston.
Oh, really?
Yeah, all those words. Park the car.
Pack the car. Says that was in 2016 election. There were several others in 2020, but I only remember Andrew Guess and Jamie Settle from 2020.
Huh.
I know it's somebody. I had all the information in my brain, but time goes on.
Yeah, there's so much happening.
Cambridge Analytica. I know, man. Forgot all about that because they're trying to say it was the 2016. Because when it comes to the whole election fraud thing, everyone always forgets about 2016, and they're saying, "Oh, with Russiagate," and like not understanding how deep that went, and then they're talking about how because it was the meme wars. It was the meme wars that got Trump elected in 2016, and it's with the one guy. And I'm sure we'll know who I'm talking about, who ended up going to jail because he did a meme about Hillary Clinton.
Hillary. Call this number.
Call or text this number for your vote to Hillary, and it was like for the day after the election. Like that's just so stupid. That's why you got to pass the Save America Act, right?
Oh, I know, right?
Anyway.
Yeah, man. That was what a time to have started, like from then until now. Like everything that's happened, it feels like a couple of lifetimes.
Yeah.
But it's only been 10 years.
I know. It feels like it's been a lot longer than that.
Yeah, it feels like it's been longer.
All right, hold on.
Oh, I see it coming.
Cammy.
Let me unplug my. I'm gonna mute myself and unplug so Jenny can hear it.
Okay.
And then I'll bring on Hammy too.
Okay. Let's see. Bring. It says video file. Let's see if it'll come up. If I can actually do it. Nope, I gotta download it again. Hold on. Sorry, I'm playing with your emotions right now. Download. Video. Awesome.
And he's barking his balls off right now anyways because he wants a little chewy.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's right. He doesn't even have balls. Haha.
Poor Hammy. All right, here we go. Are you ready for this?
Hammy, Cammy, here he comes. Little pug with the silliest tongue. Wiggle, snort, steal the show. Cutest face you'll ever know. Hammy, Cammy, quick hello. Blink and poof, away he'll go.
Thank you, Gemini. Hammy!
Hammy, Cammy, here he comes. Little pug with the silliest tongue. Wiggle, snort, steal the show. Cutest face you'll ever know. Hammy, Cammy, quick hello. Blink and poof, away he'll go.
Yes, that was amazing.
Oh my god. All right, hold on. I'm going to upload it to here so we have it.
That was awesome. That could be one of the first shorts for Rumble shorts. Hell yeah.
I'm going to add it to the music one so we can play it whenever. And then I'll make a video for it too.
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much. He's famous. He's got an Instagram too, so we're gonna add him to our handles.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, here we go.
You like that?
Amazing.
That was awesome.
When I follow Hammy on Instagram, that's his Instagram.
Okay. Oh, Hamsgram. That's right.
Oh my god.
Send me a link to it, and then I could copy the link, and then you don't know how to do it. Like a no. Yeah, we'll figure that out right now. But if you want to go follow that pug, that cute little dude right there, that's Hamsgram. Follow him on the Instagram. Hams HAMMS_GRAM. Hamsgram.
I have to play it one more time.
I'll go for it.
Hammy, Cammy, here he comes. Little pug with the silliest tongue. Wiggle, snort, steal the show. Cutest face you'll ever know. Hammy, Cammy, quick hello. Blink and poof, away he'll go.
Yes.
Rare.
It's very rare he gives me a kiss.
That's so funny.
Yeah,
I think he liked it then.
Yeah. Yeah, he loves it. All right. Yeah.
Buddy.
That was awesome.
That's
fun.
like that's what AI needs to be for. Like stuff like
Yeah.
that. Like, you know.
Well, those are the pros. That's what makes AI fun. But then we have a whole lot that might be AI or not. We'll look at later for the Iran thing.
Mm.
And just other
Yeah.
stuff. Actually, yeah, there is AI stuff on the Iran thing because I remembered that there's some comical stuff.
Oh yeah. Why don't we go into that now? Because
Yes.
I sent you some, right? Did I send them you some?
Yeah, I believe you did. Yes. Or
How
I
many did
found them off
send
of
you?
whatever you sent me.
Oh yeah, I said okay, hold on.
I went on X today and I just saw like a crap load. I was like, oh wow, this is something.
So apparently Iran is coming out with these AI videos and stuff that they're uploading
Yes.
to. I don't know where they're uploading them to.
Yes, you sent me a horrible one. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, and it's like
I mean, it's good AI, but it's like, I hope this don't happen type of AI.
right. Well, okay, so here's one of the videos. If we could.
Go for it. I got the music.
Okay, cool.
Sorry.
Nobody.
I cannot hear the video though.
And can anybody in the chat, can you hear the video?
I can't hear the video. I don't think the chat can either.
They should be able to. Let me do this then. Hold on. Boop, 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 boop. What are you doing, girl? Boop, boop, boop. Let's do here. Let's do one of these. Okay. Let me know if you can hear it.
Ah, there we go. It's working.
Okay.
I just noticed that was a goat head.
It's ball.
Yeah, ball. That's right.
Yeah. So they have this out, and it's basically hey, world, it's retribution against the United States for all the wrongs that they've done to you, type thing. Which the Native American one kind of is just like, but they live here now.
Yeah, they're like, who are you kidding? They gave us casinos. We don't have nukes.
Right. But that's kind of ooh.
It's quite eerily foreshadowy.
Yeah.
I hate
Well, like
that.
what kind of well, because here's the thing though, is like you think about Donald Trump and his personality and stuff when challenged on different things. Like, how is he gonna take this, right? Like, you know,
Yeah.
is there going to be any type? Is this Meme Wars 2.0, but it's AI videos? Like, just basically calling him a chump, especially this one. Here's this one.
Sorry.
Let me bring this one up.
Go for it. My bad.
Oh, you're
I was
good.
pulling
Okay.
up an X because the different ones that I have on there.
This is
yeah,
the other one.
Yeah, I didn't even get to see this one yet.
Yeah, this one is wild. It's really good. Like, just like the action in it is good, but like it's, I don't know. They're putting a lot of the onus on the United States instead of another country that's involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. You crossed the ocean just to find your grave. Sacrifice your own boys for a lie. Listen. Yeah. Yeah. Make America great again. Yo, Tails, is you crazy? Yeah. Make America great again now. We will see what happens. Yeah. Watch this.
Did you see that? It said MIGA.
Mega, please.
Yeah. Sacred defense, we protecting the soil. Why you sacrifice soldiers to pay for your spoil? You country ran the blow, sitting on your throne.
It's so funny. Hold on. I have to call out the irony. Okay. That I just made an AI song about Hammy Cammy. And I was like, this is what AI music is made for. And now I'm playing this. Like, I was just like, hold on a second.
It show is world of AI that we're living in, and pretty soon it's going to be even. It's going to get worse and worse because we're just not going to be able to tell what's
Right.
real anymore.
Right. And you can tell I'm real because I am blurry as fuck. All right, here we go.
Yeah, see, I have 5 fingers.
A bed of stone, it's a slaughterhouse, a trap you couldn't see. Welcome to the graveyard of your vanity. The secrets are leaking. The pressure is rising.
On your secrets, I leak us. So are they claiming that they leaked the Epstein files?
I mean, we've known about them before this whole thing became a bigger thing. And now people are starting to wake up to it. It's like, dude, welcome to the fucking club. We don't think they're actually going to get released. No one's going to go to jail, but I don't know. Who knows?
Right. Well, here's the okay. I'll even say the wildest thing about the Epstein files, though, too, is that all through 2024, he got elected off of releasing the Epstein files and saying that he was going to release the Epstein files. All these other people now who are like, oh, look over here instead of in there, were the same ones that were like, hey, we need to look in here at these Epstein files. And now they're like, no. That we don't need to do that anymore. Like, what? Are you kidding me? It is wild what is going on here with people just being like, okay, well, we're just going to turn a blind eye to all the other shit that's coming out in here. We're not going to dig any deeper.
Like Bongino being one of the biggest ones. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh, no, I was just going to talk about Bongino. I used to love him. I had so much faith. I was excited. I was like, yes, now this shit is going to get done. When he was put into the as the deputy director of the FBI, when he had that hostage video that he did with Kash Patel, and they're like, yes, Epstein to
I'm sorry, I'm still laughing at Bongina. That's hilarious.
He's acting like a vagina. Like he really is. I don't know what happened to him, but like I had seen different things in comments before talking about like his eyes are different. And I'm like, you know what? They are like there's something in him that was lost being in that administration for a year. And I don't know if it's because he had to lie to his soul or whatever, and he's keeping it up or what. I don't know what the hell is going on with him right now, but he's acting like the biggest pussy I've ever seen in my entire life. And he's trying to act like a big man, like, oh, look at me, I'm so tough. Dude. And he's like, okay, it's the epitome of okay, boomer. It's like, just stop being a douche about things. And like, you don't come off as authentic as you did before. Now you're coming off like you're a phony.
See, that's what makes me think something about like Out of Shadows, where we have body doubles and stuntmen and people in masks and like skin masks to make it look like other people, and the bad actors. So many of that has been talked about in the Q movement. Yeah, and even Donald Trump has said himself, like, these are just bad actors. They're bad actors. Yeah, and it's like, could it really be that we're just watching a fucking movie play out right in front of us, and these are bad actors for what do you call it? Opposition. Or they planted purposefully an opposition, and so by saying that, like, Bongino could be just an actor now playing dumb, but they're really doing something behind the scenes that none of us fucking know about.
Well, here's the thing: it's like, why did he leave? What's real. It's only been it. Why did he leave?
Yeah, that is true.
And especially the timing in which he left was right after the Epstein files were dropped. Now, is it a thing where he's like, for God and country, I will die on this sword for them because I know more than everybody else, and if everything came out, it would literally destroy the whole republic. So I'm just gonna act a fool and just be on this side, or I don't know what it is. But he's acting weird because people had called him out for being a pedophile protector this past weekend. Yeah. And on his show.
I don't know about that one yet.
Oh, yeah. Well, on his show this week, he was like, yeah, and they were yelling at me, and they're like, well, what are they yelling at you, Dan? Because he wouldn't say what they were yelling at him. And so I don't know. It's just like this whole big man bravado thing on stuff that are things that were central to his core audience, to what he talked about. And now that people are upset because nothing more is being done when we have all this shit that was laid out and the way that in which it was laid out. And the way in which it was laid out was really shady as fuck too. It's like you have to, I don't know. Like people want more, and you cannot sit there and think that people would act any differently. You were part of the reason why people got amped up about this shit. You need to take your responsibility for that too. So you can't turn around and call these people fucking crazy because you're part of the problem then. It's your fault.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, I used to listen to him every morning, and then when he came back, I haven't listened to him at all because of just the shit show.
I can't, because he's got this weird chip on his shoulder. I don't know. Sorry, I didn't know that I was going to go on a damn Bongino rant, but...
A Bongino rant.
Bongino. But there you go. And here, let's finish up this. Here we go.
We locked on the target, and now you are hiding. LOSC. Yeah, we spelling at your name. Send them to the slaughter, you the only one to blame. Bleeding for a bucket while you shaking in your sweet. LOSC. Taste the ass of defeat. LOSC. Yeah, we spelling at your name. Send them to the slaughter, you the only one to blame. Bleeding for a bucket while you shaking in your sweet. LOSC. Taste the ass of defeat.
Oh my God.
Hiding Epstein's ghost. You sent your boys to die on the bloody coast. Not a revenge for the leader's blood is purely mine. Every drop of his blood is a missile on the line. You thought you took him out. Thought the fire was dead, but another common is standing ahead. Yeah, you strike one down, we just shatter your brain. We put another in the leg. Common again. The secrets are leaking. The pressure is rising. We locked on the target. And now you are hiding. LOSC. Yeah, we spelling out your name. Send them to the slaughter, you the only one to blame. Bleeding for a puppet while you shaking in your sweet. LOSC.
Bleeding for a puppet while you're shaking in your seat. What?
Yeah, this is actually, it's really good. But I gotta say, every time Trump has appeared like he's in deep shit, deep waters, for some reason he always comes out of it.
Yep.
So I'm just saying that's like that's his batting average. So
hey, Davey.
I like chips in my mouth. Hell yeah.
LOSC. Yeah, we spelling out your name. Send them to the slaughter, you the only one to blame. Bleeding for a puppet while you shaking in your sweet. LOSC. Taste the ash of defeat. Take defense of the homeland.
That was fucked up.
Yeah, it's big ouch here. I mean, we look bad.
No, they had the ace card as American graves.
Oh yeah, no, I saw that.
What the fuck?
Sacred defense of the homeland. The slaughterhouse is open. Common name cat.
Whoa. I haven't watched all of this. So at
There's
the end,
so much propaganda on both sides. It's so nuts.
oh,
Right.
yeah.
You will drown in our blood. You made a grave mistake by choosing to attack us. Among all U.S. presidents, you stand out for making one of the most reckless and misguided decisions. You underestimated the strength, resilience, and the unity of our people. History will judge this choice, and it will not be in your favor. No thanks for your attention to this matter. The people of Iran. Who is her?
Is it the actual people of Iran or the
I
people
don't
who-
know. I mean, I wouldn't say the women. That's for sure. Like,
No, they didn't come up with that.
yeah.
They're-
Maybe it's the boy fuckers,
Maybe. No,
the
goat one.
goat
Yeah.
fuckers. Well, I don't know. I heard both. They fuck boys and goats. Steers and queers,
Mm-hmm.
but it ain't Texas.
Yep.
Dead American soldiers and glorifying Hamas. What a piece of shit.
Mm-hmm. Well, here's the thing: is that this is the problem? Is that all other presidents and stuff were just like giving Iran money? Remember the pallets? Remember the pallets of cash from Obama?
Yeah, Obama. Yeah.
Right. So then, you know, we had these like contracts or treaties or whatever when it comes to Iran and their nuclear program and stuff. And like we would go to their facilities every year or whatever to see what their capabilities are. Like that was part of the agreement. So basically that they're acknowledging that they had lied to us for this agreement the whole time. Now, I am a non-interventionist. Like, I just don't like conflict or anything like that. So when it comes to this whole conflict that's going on with Iran right now, I really do not know how to feel about it.
Same
Like,
here.
I don't want people to die, but I also am not like military minded and like, okay, so how is this going to affect us on a global scale doing this? And like, is it worth it? Like, you know, like I feel like Missy Elliott.
Let me
Is
work
it
it.
worth it? Like, can we flip it down and reverse it? Like, I don't know. I don't know what. I don't know what the right answer is. So.
No, and then the propaganda on both sides is not helping, especially with AI today.
Nope.
It's like
Biden unfroze all kinds of their assets too. Yeah. So I just don't know how to feel about it. But then at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I just need to do more research on it, to be honest with you. Like, I need to understand like what kind of stronghold that they do have in the Middle East, because all of a sudden they're like shooting off rockets willy-nilly to like places like Saudi Arabia and also and like the UAE and stuff. So it's just like, how come those people aren't like, okay, they need to get fucked too? So I don't know. I need to do my own research. That's all I'm saying. So
yeah, it's I almost don't even touch it, and I just see what people that I like to follow and listen to, what they say or what they report, where they get their sources from, their articles and stuff. Kind of like what we do, pretty much. If we get an article, we say this is from this site, and it's like, you know,
yeah.
But Jimmy Dore and Wendy Bell. I don't know if you watch Wendy Bell Radio or listen to Wendy Bell Radio on Rumble. I think it's every weekday at 9 a.m. Pacific time to about 12 noon Pacific time.
Okay.
But Wendy Bell, she's MAGA. She's America First. And I feel like I'm almost the same way. I wouldn't say MAGA per se because of the taintness of it, but I do say I am for that. I am for making America great again. I am for America First in a lot of pretty much almost every way.
Right.
But I also like how Jimmy Dore does his research as well and his take on things, because he used to be Democrat and he was vaccine injured, and now he's woken up and he just reports the news as I would say he's right in the middle. But he's on it seems like he's on the end of exposing how America has been pretty much the bad guy for Israel, like the enforcer.
Right. Well, it
kind of does seem like that, but
it
you know,
didn't
it's like
help that Marco Rubio basically said, well, they were going to do it. So we were like, okay, yes, we're with you on it. Like, my question is, like, what asset are they to us? Is it like a positioning thing when it comes to allies in the Middle East because of all the fucked up shit that's been going on there for decades? Is like that it? Or what else is there? You know, like they don't give, like, what value do they have for us? that we would
Yeah,
go
that's
to.
a big question. It's like, what has Islam? Right, that's been talked about. I think that's a big talking point on X right now. It's like, what good has Islam brought us? I think Laura Loomer is on that side of saying
No,
that.
no.
No,
No, I'm
Or she's on the
saying what benefit has Israel? What benefit do we get from being
that
allied
too.
with Israel? I
Yes,
really want to
okay,
know.
there's
Like,
that
is it
side.
like I said? What I'm saying is is the benefit because we have an ally positioned there and where they are in the Middle East? Is like that it? Because that's the only thing that I can see. But because everything else, it feels like it just puts us in the shit. Like, it just doesn't make any sense to me.
I think that's where we need to do more research, because we don't want to come off as antiseptic, right? Like,
well, I mean,
it's the new racist. That word is the new racist word. It's the new Nazi word.
right.
That's what it is. So.
Well, because I hear people talking about what was it, Laura Loomer and Mark Levin and all this other stuff, or hating Tucker Carlson, calling him Catarlson and all this other stuff, saying that he's loving Islam,
Saudi
and
money,
the Jews, and all this other stuff, and I'm like,
hates Jews.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh, who has that clip? Oh, they do an off-label. It's actually Laura.
Oh, they got it there too. That's on Steven Crowder.
Yes. And it's just like, I don't think that's it. I think it's more of why does AIPAC have so much influence over our government officials? And is it this weird kind of like, okay, the snake eating itself because we give all this money over to Israel, but then they're filtering it back into our own country to pay off politicians? You know?
Hey, this goes back to what I'm saying. Money could be just to wipe your butt with, because at this point, it's being printed. We're losing the value of it. So it's like,
well, and that's another thing,
now.
like, is a benefit, because, you have BRICS that's coming up, which is it's Brazil, Russia, India,
China,
and South Africa.
Is it South Africa?
Yeah,
or
that they have this whole alliance and stuff where they actually started trading in the yen, and I think they have brought in Turkey. They're working on Saudi Arabia. They're coming into that, and there's this whole talk about the petrodollar going away and everything. Like, is this why everything's coming to a head? Because it's not something that many people talk about or even know about. That's why when it came to the strike that was on Venezuela, I was like, okay, well, does that have anything to do with BRICS though too? Because China has the Belt and Road Initiative that they're doing right now that's going through the Middle East. China has been buying up. Well, China and Russia actually have been competing with each other on nuclear facilities throughout Africa. And now they're moving to South America.
Oh, shit. And
you want to talk about expansionism or whatever. So that's what they're doing. Aren't there cities in Mexico that are like little China right now? Where it's a bunch of Chinese people? Like, that's what's going on. There's infiltration throughout the whole world and different strategic places going on from China. There, like, you think even about do you remember reports of there being Chinese soldiers on the Canadian border?
Yeah, that was during Biden or 2020. Yeah, during the lockdowns, I think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chinese soldiers on the
take the reins. Or unless you want me to take the reins, because I was gonna go grab another beer.
Yeah, let me look this up.
Okay, I'll wait till you're done then.
Well, they say no. All right, hold on. Military Times says no. Oh, this is bullshit. Okay, here's a Canadian website. This will actually tell you, because
Sorry.
China was not doing that.
Oh shit! Is it me or I'm losing signal, or you're losing signal because I can barely hear you?
It's probably because I'm facing away from my mic.
Oh, yeah, that was it.
So this is
Maybe.
from the government of Canada. It says military exercises with the Chinese People's Liberation Army. Why is Canada Armed Forces engaging in military exercises and defense activities with the People's Liberation Army? China. Freudian slip. Canada remains committed in being a reliable player in the Asia-Pacific region through consistent engagement and strong partnerships. Canadian Armed Forces is not engaged in a bilateral training exercise with China in 2019 and 2020. In parallel with the whole of government review of Canada's approach to China, National Defense is currently reviewing its engagement with the Chinese military. Canada will continue to engage in the Asia-Pacific region in a manner that promotes peace, security around the world. I don't know what that means. Okay. Quick facts. Canadian Armed Forces sent a delegation of 114 athletes to the World Games in Wuhan. Yeah.
Could this all be ushering us into Agenda 2030? Like, I think it's happening.
And I want to say yes, but well, I will say yes, but what in particular are you talking about of the agenda?
Well, sustainable development. No, I'm kidding. Remember that?
Everything's sustainable. Yeah.
Just the efforts, like the efforts. Why did I say that? It's their efforts into helping out all these countries that are in poverty, locking us down, basing us off of the 4 classifications of a citizen.
Mm-hmm.
The social credit score coming in.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, Steven Crowder mentioned something about Australia. I was already doing something, and it's turning into lockdowns 2.0, scandemic 2.0. But I wonder what else. But I don't know, just ushering like to more global governance, like what happened after 9/11. So
right,
but on a global scale, and I think and maybe Trump's part of it, even though he's been saying we're never gonna go there, we're never gonna be part of a global unification. It's like we're best, we're America. You leave us alone. Fuck up.
Yeah, well, that's kind of bullshit though too, because there is something that oh, it's so funny that we were just talking about this. So like on Disclose on their Telegram, they say the UK government releases new pandemic plan as a new pandemic is a certainty, assigns $1 billion for new contact tracing system to stockpile PPE, fund a new biosecurity hub, and introduce an all pandemics all pandemics hazard bill to enable adjusting for emergency measures. That just dropped on Disclose. I'll bring it up. Hold on.
The timing. Oh, the timing.
I know. Well, like I've seen different things about other like type of pandemics or whatever coming, and in the way in which they were come, some were saying that it would be an energy thing because of how much energy it takes AI to actually function. Then
that will be a damn crisis for sure.
Right. So the energy crisis would be that we would have to actually suspend our movements to help with that type of energy crisis.
Well, the oil thing too.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with the oil right now? It's like it's crazy. If you go to your store AutoZone,
yeah,
oil for your motor, that I don't think that's changed. Like the price of that motor oil,
yeah,
it's only at the gas stations that you're seeing this change right now.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't yet seen it on grocery stores or anything. Everything seems the same price for now. But yeah, the only thing that's changed is just gasoline.
Yeah,
So what the fuck's going on?
I don't know. I do not know.
But the talking point is, oh, it's because of Trump and because of Iran war and Trump. So that's the talking point. But what really is going on, you know?
Right. All right. Well, this is the summary of the thing. It says the UK government has announced a 1 billion pandemic preparedness plan establishing a new contact tracing system and stockpiling PPE. The strategy, driven by lessons from COVID-19, aims to prepare for future pandemics, which the government views as a certainty. It includes an all pandemics hazard bill for flexible emergency measures. Key components also involving building a biosecurity hub in Essex by 2038 and enhancing vaccine development capabilities to provide shots within 100 days of a new outbreak. The UK Health Security Agency will implement a contact tracing system using AI and location data, aiming for deployment by 2030.
Hey.
AI and location data. That's it's almost like that's part of like the social credit score thing where they can kind of because with this location data they can predict or tell you whether or not where you can move. It goes on with like the 50 or like the 10-minute or 15-minute cities and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The new plan addresses multiple transmission routes, contrasting with the criticized 2011 strategy. So I was talking about how what's this one? Oh, this was in December of 2020. It says Canadian soldiers no longer train Chinese troops. So they were training Chinese troops.
Training Chinese troops.
Training Chinese troops. We're training Chinese troops. It's really hard to say fast. Anyway, no. So as I was saying before, they're talking about this whole new pandemic that would happen, and I think it's going to be an energy pandemic. Have all these AI systems coming out, all this energy is being used in our system. I know that Trump is building plants and to provide their own energy for instead of for the cost down to the people. And that's why people's energy bills have been going up in places that have AI hubs or whatever they're called. Well, that leads into the human brain organoids.
All right.
And here's why.
Oh.
So these human brain organoids can function like a computer, but with hundreds of million times less energy capacity. And it's said in one of these videos. So let me just bring up a few things that I actually have here.
All right, now I'm going to go get a beer.
Yeah, go ahead. You go do that. Okay, so this is what kind of got me into the whole thing. This Don LaCroix, he is what he is, but I saw this. So breaking, a petri dish filled with human brain cells just learned to play Doom. Scientists of Cortical Labs have successfully trained a cluster of approximately 200,000 living human neurons grown on a micro electrode array chip to play the classic 3D game Doom. So it's so weird because about 2 years ago, me and another person were talking about human brain organoids, but in a different capacity. Like, it wasn't that the organoids were being put on a chip. They were actually being made and then probed or even put into like rats' brains and stuff. And I'll get into that in just a minute. Oh no. I've reached my limit on the article. You're gonna have to bring this up for me. Let me get a second. Jack, if you can hear me. If you can hear me. All right, if we can't go to this article, it's fine. Because now I have a video with, this is the guy from Cortical Labs. Now this is back in 2023. So about 2.5 years ago. This guy who has grown these organoids on these chips, he was going to some type of brain conference in San Francisco and did a 35-minute interview talking about, the functionality, where they want to see this go, yada, yada, yada. So the guy's name is Han Wang. He's with Cortical Labs, and I believe I just wanted to play some of this for you because it's just wild. So let's see if
All right, I'm back.
Hear it. Hello.
Yes, I can hear it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna turn on the light here.
Camera does fine.
Okay.
It's better now though.
Yeah, so this is where they live. So they get matured in an incubator.
Yeah.
Then they get plated inside that center portion there.
Okay.
And then we put them in this metal chassis. And this is what we call that cap, the metal cap. So we can see right through the middle. So we can image the cells using a microscope. This is input, this is output. And so if you trace it all the way through, input will come from one of these filtration units. So the way it's designed.
So for people who don't know, because we've just spent a couple hours talking about the chip that goes in here.
Yes.
That has something like 800,000 neurons on it. Right?
Correct.
Biological cells.
Biological cells.
That are doing AI. Well, not AI, but
Some
human intelligence. It's on a chip. It's
correct.
Like, you're putting us into the Matrix. This is the Matrix.
This is the Matrix-ish.
This is like the pod that the brain is in the Matrix.
What's wild to me about this thing is that it's just it's just like brain cells. In this example, which was almost 3 years ago, there's 800,000. But now in the one that they've used to play Doom, there's only 200,000 that they're using to be able to play this game.
Oh my god.
So yeah, what's crazy about this is that you need to feed the cells.
What? They need to
feed it. It's with a pink gel. It's basically like stem cell stuff. And it has a filtration system that has oxygen, carbon, nitrogen, which is what our whole atmosphere, that feeds into it, and it expels waste.
I thought you were gonna say you gotta feed it knowledge because the brain.
No,
I get it. Actual shit, actual matter.
Yes. So
and it shits.
Yes, and it's wild. Just listen to some more.
Some people are gonna get some very existential.
It's very interesting
about this.
Keep it going.
Right? Are we nothing more than a brain in a vat in a giant simulation? Maybe none of this is real.
Okay. I need to stop it there because he talks about brain in a vat. Have you ever heard of the concept or the philosophical how would I explain it? The philosophical theory of a brain in a vat. This is my understanding of it because I learned it in Philosophy 101 when I was back in college. Okay. It's like my freshman year. And it's something that has stuck with me my entire life. I heard it the first day of my philosophy class. I remember being at USF, sitting in an auditorium, and my mind was freaking blown because the theory is what if we all are just a brain in a vat? And you
is this from Sigmund Freud or
no? I don't. No. It's something.
I have heard about this actually.
And all we are is just, and on the outside, it's just all these scientists poking and electrifying different segments of our brains to have these different sensations of what we perceive as reality. Like, what if we all are just a brain in a vat? Right.
Yeah.
So that's this, right? And he's like, oh, so people are going to have like these existential thoughts of like, what if we're just a brain in a vat? This is exactly what it is. You're giving, because throughout this thing, he talks about how they give these cells different types of stimuli to teach them if a action that they are doing is right or wrong. And the stimuli that they give them is either is like a static noise, because it doesn't have like a harmonious pitch. So it's like really erratic and
like white noise.
Yes. And it's like but that's like a negative reinforcement to them, because those cells don't like that type of noise. They like more harmonious noises. This whole thing is huge when it comes to, you think of all these different philosophies of frequency and stuff with life and everything, and you have it here in these little cells that they'll tell you are made from pluripotent stem cells, which you can get from a skin cell, and they manipulate it in a way to kind of
dance,
to grow as like a brain cell. I'm like, what the fuck? So when they talk about cloning and stuff, what if you brush up against someone and they're a mad scientist and they like find your skin cell on them and they take it and they clone you? Or they take your skin cell and they clone different types of like organs or brain cells or whatever that are from you. We're living in the fucking island.
Wait, why don't they fucking do that? Like, clone the fucking organs instead of harvesting them from people. It was like,
and then
well,
and
we don't want the synthetic ones.
It ties into Epstein, because this is the type of shit that he was researching or putting his money into too.
Oh my god!
I know. Mic drop. Right? Slap me silly. All right, I'm gonna shut up now, and you gotta listen.
Yeah, okay, that's good. I'm done with that.
Right.
Well, I don't know. it seems real, you know. You're touching the atoms.
I'm sure they think that the Pong game is quite real.
Yeah,
because that's the only information they get. So these are triple diastolic pumps. So the way they work is they're like kidney dialyzers, right? So you can pump it through by having a system just loop through.
Yeah.
So there's no.
So these cells are like they're the same cells that are in our brain, right?
Yep.
So they generate waste.
Correct. They
consume nutrients.
Yep.
And that's what you're feeding them here and taking waste out.
Yeah. So this is the the feeding reservoir.
No.
This is the waste reservoir. Kind of thing coming.
Here's their little tiny bathroom.
Here's
their little feeding table. Like,
right.
What? No.
I put the link to this actual post in the
private chat. I see that.
Yeah, in the chat. Also the chat. So like if you want to watch the whole thing, like you could. It is like super fascinating.
Yeah, it looks like it's a 35-minute video.
Is because there's actually an inner loop and then there's an outer loop. So the inner loop just circulates around, and then the outer loop circulates the
you want to wire this in series and not parallel? No.
And it has a semi-permeable membrane inside here that contacts with the two media. And this is a gas exchange system. So this
of course it's an Asian who did this.
From the outside.
No offense. I love the Chinese. Okay.
If you look at this,
not the CCP.
Here, that's where we pipe in, normal room air, CO2, nitrogen, and we're able to mix to the right concentrations.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
It's freaking wild. All right. So
He's got a touch of autism because he sounds like Elon Musk.
Oh, I mean, you can. What's okay? I'll get to there in a minute. So they go on and they're talking about how it's more efficient than NVIDIA, and then it showed it talks about how it's more energy efficient than NVIDIA. That when he was asked how long the neurons should last, the guy Han says that in theory they should last as long as like 10 to 30 years if they're kept in the right conditions. The neurons themselves. Because they're like, okay, he was thinking in the sense of like, if you are a person, how long does a person live? And in theory, if you're kept in the right conditions, these neurons should last this long. Right?
Like a battery.
Yeah. So they go on and talk about how it's almost like kind of like a reverse Neuralink, because instead of it being implanted to somebody else's head, what they're doing is they're taking someone's cells. They can take these cells and see how those cells will really react to certain different types of stimuli, and could see if there's like any type of like defect or deficiency or whatever, and kind of predict how it's going to affect that person that has it. Yeah. And then this is where they talk about their structural information landscape, and this explains the reward punishment system for the cells. It's at 9:53. I got timestamps, baby. I got timestamps.
Into oscillators.
A structured information landscape.
Yep.
What does that mean to a human being?
Okay.
Give me an idea of what that means.
So that's where you're giving stimulations, electrical signals to the neurons that are based on some sort of rules, right? So for instance, the game of Pong is a structured information landscape because it has a paddle, it has a ball, 2 states, and the states have an update rule. In the game of Pong, you have a ball that's moving at a vector set trajectory that, the rule is if it hits either 3 sides of the wall, it will, move 90 degrees and continue. If it hits the back wall, it's game over, but you can also control the paddle to intercept it. So all these rules make up this structured information landscape. If you put these neurons in structured information landscape, they don't become oscillators.
They start getting better.
Well, they start to learn the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now
they learn the game.
Actually, let me think about it. They don't learn the game unless you actually give them a reward and punishment signal. So
oh my god!
So you're abusing these little cells in this trip. You're giving them a little shock or something.
Well,
or a little punishment.
I mean, it's not a shock or punishment. It's just the kind of information we're giving them. All right, so. This is like really complicated like stuff, but it's based on the free energy principle.
Well, I just eat them if they don't do very good.
The idea is that systems try to come up with very good hypotheses about the world to match the observation. So they generate what they think the world is, they observe the world, and that feeds on itself, kind of thing. And they get better at making predictions. Now, if the system is trying to get good at making predictions of the observed world, one thing that we can do, and we don't actually have the ability to go in and change the weights, the synaptic weights of the neurons. We can change the environment. We can change what stimulations we give them. And so if we say make the world more predictable by giving them what's called a low information entropy signal, like a sine wave, the neurons respond well to that when they hit the paddle. Now, if they miss the ball and they hit the back wall, we give them a high entropy signal. So that's like random white noise. So yeah, turns out.
So you're the punishment is random white noise for those cells.
Yeah, that they cannot predict. It makes the world more unpredictable.
Damn.
Right. Yes. They go on and talk a little bit about like the benefits, like the health benefits to it.
It's like, so wait, what? You give them white noise? Yes, they turn into Donald Trump. Who knows? What am I going to say today? What am I going to tweet today?
Now, the question that I have then is like, if you have these cells, right? And they can learn and everything. Hey, Rich. What up, brah? Let me know if you want to come in for a minute and talk about this.
Yeah,
I'll
Rich.
send you a link if you'd like. So now you see these cells. They're being taught to learn how to play different things, like you said, Pong, whatever. They're giving reward, punishment, stimuli. They're learning from that. The question is then, do these cells know where they are or that they're in there? And are they conscious or are they sentient?
Wow.
So this is his response to that question.
You were talking about some of the things that you're thinking this kind of computing is going to lead to. You can put your cells in here and understand yourself better, right? Maybe find some diseases because of that. Maybe get debugged because if the computer figures out how to debug yourself.
Well, I mean, let's put it this way: you don't really want to debug on yourself if you have
no problem,
right?
No, you don't want to mess around.
Yeah, debugging, as we all know, is painful and like a slow process. So why debug on yourself when you can debug on something that is like yourself in a more controlled, smaller fashion kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So this is where we think this is going to be really useful for patients with very rare conditions, patients with,
I put the wrong timestamp in.
What we call pharmacogenomics. So.
This is debugging.
Pharmacogenomics is.
I
think that's like.
So basically, you install Norton antivirus in yourself or in your brain cells there.
Yeah.
And then you update until you just say, "Why am I still paying for this?"
Well, and then they're like, "Okay, well, why don't we put somebody else's cells in there that can reconstruct your own?" And then just like, okay. What?
Round way of saying yes. We can test on yourself.
What would Gordon Moore think of this?
I don't know.
He'd probably be like, "Can I buy you?" Maybe because you're going to put a few Intel processors out of business with this. Right?
Oh,
not all of them. You can see you got to feed it.
Yeah,
right? It's different.
It's not. There's no Intel in this, but there's an ARM chip.
Yeah.
There's an ARM chip and there's an FPGA module in there. And that's how we do really fast digital to analog to digital like conversion.
What a trip.
That's sitting right at the base here. Can't really see it, but that's why we have the Ethernet, USB-C connectors. Yeah.
IV
the final version will be powering the life support system. Yeah, that will give us all the physiological information about the status of the system.
I see things like this. I wonder, how do you make them smaller? The first Wi-Fi radio was this big, right?
Okay, they're talking. Hold on. So Rich says, "Here's the thing. If they are grown cells, then is it really a person? Furthermore, if we are using grown brain cells for storage now, is that not a sentience?" That's the question.
Like giving them a job to do.
Right. Well, he goes on to talk about how he doesn't think that it's
what the fuck
that they're not sentient. No, they're sentient, but not conscious. Yeah. They
like they're not aware that there's something in this world or themselves but they have a job to do, kind of like a dog, I guess, right?
I guess. No. I mean, if their understanding of their world is just in that program, then that really is a brain in the vat.
Maybe dogs
right?
aren't like that. I feel bad that I said that about dogs, but I don't know. I love dogs. Obviously, if you guys were here for 30 minutes in, we had Cammy.
Cammy, here he comes. Little pug with the silliest tongue.
We're gonna get another one.
Snort, steal the show. Cutest face you'll ever know. Cammy, quick hello.
Here's Winston.
Winston! Away he'll go.
All right, we just had to put that in there. Okay.
Yeah, that was Hammy. Oh, there's Hammy. Cammy. Okay. Anyways, all right.
All right.
And missed the song. Sorry.
Rich says, "I ask if it's a person because the neurons firing is what makes you a person. If neurons are firing, then it's a matter of time before we build an artificial humanoculus of sorts." What? Okay. We can homunculus. We can already 3D print living tissue for organs too. Yes. What constitutes a soul at that point too? Well, yeah, I mean, that's where the ethical type of things happen. Like, are we now going to have some different type of
We're gonna have soulless beings.
superhumans? Yeah. Like, and that was the whole argument when it comes to clones too.
Yes, because they're
You
not
know.
made of God, not made from God.
Right. But then the argument could also be made, well, they're from tissue from a person who is from God. Right? And you're like,
Yeah, but
that's not how
God is like, God must be saying, like, that's not how I said you guys can procreate.
But it's just what
they also know that they're in the system.
Okay, here it is.
I don't know.
But hey, you know what? There are labs around the world that don't even give any stimulation for these neurons. So I think it's kind of interesting that we were looking into this space.
Yeah. It's a new world.
Yeah.
Robert Scoble on the chat coming soon.
All right, hold on. Blah 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 blah. All right. Well, just go and watch that video. And what I wanted to see,
Interesting.
right? It's wild. So this is Cortical Labs, right? So it's not they don't call it artificial intelligence.
Wow.
It's actual intelligence. Think beyond silicone. Join the new area of computing. Deploy your technology directly to real neurons locally on the CL1 or distributed from the on the cortical cloud. What the fuck is a cortical cloud? I imagine like a bunch of brains hooked up into a vat that it's like inputting all this information, right? You can buy the CL1.
Why would I want it? Like, what? Give it a job to do for me?
Yeah.
This is the next step in transhumanism, I think.
Yeah, exactly. Artificially hold on. What is Rich saying? Artificially created people straight from DNA creation. Could you tell the difference? They might have 6 fingers. Mass neuron
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
58 teeth.
Right. So the world of neurons existence is created by our biological intelligence operating system BIOS. It runs a simulated world and sends information directly to the neurons about their environment. As the neurons react, their impulses affect their stimulated world. You know what this reminds me of? Have you ever watched the show Upload on Amazon Prime?
Is that the one where after the death, the guy uploads himself to, or they upload him to a virtual world for him to live in for the rest of his?
Yes. Yes. This reminds me of
she
Upload.
Has the only tape and like that can release him or something. I don't know.
No, like so basically so in the show Upload, if the person knows that they're dying or whatever, they can upload their consciousness to this world, right?
Yes,
but
and they
to get it, they have to
worlds and stuff.
They like laser their head off or something. But it has to. I'm assuming that it is to get their biological data. This is it. This is it.
Yes, it does seem like that.
Because and the thing is that on the outside they have these programmers programming different stimuli for them to get through the day.
Oh my God, it's Matrix in the box, Matrix within the Matrix. It's like,
holy shit. Yes, this is, you can buy this.
This is nuts.
We bring these neurons to life and integrate them
play the
into
Sims.
BIOS. Yes.
I mean,
but this is with actual biological material.
Yeah, that's.
I highly suggest all of you or any of you who are watching this show right now, in the future, whatever, go on Amazon and watch the show Upload with this thing in your brain, and you will never see the world the same ever again. Like, this is the precursor to freaking Upload.
I love this. You know, when I went to go get a beer, I went to go hit my pipe very quick too. So mine is just like, whoa, dude, we're like inside of each other and brains inside our minds, and not in a sexual way, but crazy. Like, whoa, let's play Doom now.
Right. Like
Oh,
this
you
is
said
more
this thing played
complicated
Doom.
than yes, it did play Doom. They programmed it to play Doom. I had
Wow.
I sent you the link to the article in the private chat. If you could pull it up, because
That's
it'll
okay,
tell you
okay.
more about how they made it to play Doom.
Okay.
But I used up all of my free looks at the article.
Oh,
But-
I see. Okay, I got it right here.
Yeah, so it says deploy code directly to real neurons and solve today's most difficult challenges. The neuron is self-programming, infinitely flexible, and the result of 4 billion years of evolution. What digital AI model spends tremendous research trying to emulate,
Oh.
we begin with.
Dude, and there's a video game called Assassin's Creed
Mhm.
where you, the player, go into like this type of med bed and you're hooked up on your brain shit with the past and history.
Mhm.
And this guy, his soul or himself, travels back to the past, like in key moments in history. And
Yeah.
he becomes an assassin and he stops or prevents or makes sure something happens. Kind of like Doctor Who, I guess, is the other
Yeah.
one. Kind of like,
Well,
yeah.
I mean,
it's like-
think Avatar.
yeah, exactly. So it's like
Yeah.
transhumanism. It's
Yes.
fucking happening, man.
So it's programmable organic neural networks born on a silicone chip and living inside a digital world. Push the boundaries
I'm a
of
Barbie
synthetic
girl.
biology and intelligence. Buy, see, like, so I pressed the buy, right? I was curious. I wanted to know how much it is, but you have to send them a message, and I wasn't gonna do. No, the
Like,
cortical
I'm just
cloud.
curious.
I know. I'm just curious. So, be among the first developers in the world to experiment and build on the CL1 from anywhere with the cortical cloud. Our biological computers requiring less energy and training data than traditional systems, enabling a whole new era of discovery. No lab required. Execute your code remotely from anywhere. No lab or device required. Neuro platform, no need to manage any infrastructure, just focus on executing your research. Traditional AI demands vast data sets, but real neurons learn intuitively with minimal training and a fraction of the energy.
Dude, it's like in the movie The Matrix, when they need to learn new skills in the Matrix. Like, if those of you who know, if you see, I'm pretty sure the people that watch us have seen the movie The Matrix. So,
Right.
in the Matrix, like, what's her name? Fuck.
Oh, Chastity.
What the fuck's her name?
What's her? That's her name, right? Starts with a C.
Yeah,
Who?
it's only that. It's Neo and
Charity.
no, it's not Charity.
What's her
You
name?
guys
Hold
got
on. IMDb.
You're gonna get it first. I brain farted. I love the Matrix, but I brain farted there.
Trinity.
Trinity. Yeah.
Chastity. Like, she was
Anyways.
a stripper. All right.
Yeah. Well, Trinity sounds not that far off.
I know.
But they're in the Matrix and she needs to learn how to fly a helicopter on the fly. And so she calls her operator who's in the real world, says, hey, I need you to input this in my brain so I know how to fly a helicopter. And within seconds, all right, let's go. Like, dude, this is insane. This is supposed to be just a movie, but now
I know.
It's becoming a reality.
Before, when I had done a while, but it was, like I said, it's almost 2 years ago that I had done a show on brain organoids, and it wasn't to this capacity. They were actually growing these like millimeter sized little brains, like to the point where they actually started to develop almost eyes, like they had light sensitivity. to them. They're not like real eyeballs, but they're like these black little beads on these little organoids and stuff. And what they would do is that they would implant them into rats. They implanted into a rat to see if the human brain would combine with the rat brain, and it made the rat smarter.
Oh
And so, yeah, I mean, we are in a really weird, like, there is no need for like fantasy movies or anything like that, because the things that people are actually doing in science right now is stranger than fiction.
Yeah. I mean, now I can start seeing all these movies like they're actually becoming true.
Mm-hmm.
And so that it's become what we've been knowing that these movies are, predictive programming.
Yeah.
And here we are.
It's wild, because then it makes me think, have you seen the movie The Island?
Where they age?
No. So The Island it's with Scarlett Johansson and Ewan McGregor. Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
And so it's like they're in this facility and they want to win a trip to the island, but what they actually are, they're clones of people from the outside, and their only use is to be basically their organs to be harvested for the person that's out in the real world. They clone themselves.
Oh.
They're a clone of a real person out in the real world, and their only function is to be like their extra organs if they need it or something.
Wow.
It's kind of like, that's what it kind of reminds me of too. Like, I know that they're doing research and like building different organs and stuff. I've talked about bag babies for a really long time. Like, I know that they're doing that with like sheep and stuff, and they're definitely going to be doing it with humans anytime soon. So
I'm pretty sure they already fucking are doing it with humans.
So yeah.
Like, this is
rats do not need to be smarter. Just watch the movie Willard.
Oh man, Willard. I remember that one.
No, they don't need to be smarter. But
that's
like,
with
this is how
OG Marty.
It's how Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles get started. Like,
Yeah. The master, I forgot his name.
Shredder.
No, it's not Shredder. It's Splinter.
Master Splinter, yeah.
Yeah, Master Splinter.
Anyway, that's all I have on that. Like, there's a lot more that we can talk about on there, but it's,
wow.
All this science is happening, and it's like, and it, what they call it, it's a clump of cells, right? And so you have the people who are all for abortions and stuff. They're like, oh, but it's just a clump of cells. Well, if you're telling me that a clump of cells can be taught how to play Doom and Pong and stuff, and can have a reward and punishment learning, then what's our, and they're saying that anything can be sentient or conscious or whatever. This is a whole debate on life, and what is life could be extended in a way. Expanded, not extended, expanded. So
it's definitely gonna be like downloading your soul and your consciousness into, like we said, upload.
Yeah. So crazy.
That's crazy, man.
I'm so glad I got to share that with you.
Yeah, that is. I mean, I've thought about these things before, but I just think it's just all fiction. It's the movies, but now we're starting to see it in headlines.
Oh, show.
So, I'm gonna go over to X just to show a little bit more stuff that we've got going on.
All right, I will be right back.
Okay. Yo, it's the solo. Oh, no, I'm kidding. I'm not solo. Not this week. For right now. Oh, wait. Before we go, I gotta add this. There we go. Bam. All right. Now that that's added, We're gonna head right back over, and we're gonna go to Willie Schatz. Go to Willie Schatz, folks. Follow him on X. Look at that handsome gentleman right there. And see, talk about the Matrix. He's got a background in the Matrix. Willie Schatz is at Admiral Schatz on X. Look at me, I'm the captain now, says Willie Schatz. Look at that, another similarity. He's also a captain. Breaking. This was earlier today. Kenneth Owens tells the FBI director, Kash Patel's girlfriend, "You are a clinical retard." Just stick to country music, but you kind of suck at that too, she adds. I wonder why. There's some spice there. That's one of the AIs we just saw earlier today. Trump says that talks are underway to ease the Middle East tensions. Egypt, Pakistan, and Turkey are leading the push as Gulf countries keep facing Iranian attacks. So, like I was saying, what the fuck is going on? But we already talked about that earlier. NVIDIA CEO announces we have achieved AGI. Check this out.
The NVIDIA CEO just announced that we've achieved AGI. This was posted at 5:28 p.m. and right now, as I'm making this video, it is 6:32 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on March 23rd, 2026. And now we have AGI. And for those of you who are not sure what that is, it's artificial general intelligence. Artificial general intelligence means that AI can now do anything that a human can do at about the same level. So with AGI, it means that AI is going to be able to learn new skills from scratch. It will be able to problem solve. It will be able to reason. And so now that we have artificial general intelligence, the next step is artificial superintelligence. And so the interesting thing about where we're at right now today, March 23rd, is that this AI doesn't currently have a body. And so what they're doing, what AI is doing is it's hiring human beings to go out and perform tasks that they can't do because AI doesn't have a body. But what's interesting is that the bodies that they need are currently being produced. In this article from October 23rd of 2025, Elon Musk was quoted saying, "I don't feel comfortable building that robot army unless I have a strong influence." And so when we see pictures like this is what's going on over in China. They have this kind of stuff. I mean, and I'm sure we have stuff over here in America as well. But I think it's fascinating to see where we're going. We're in 2026 right now. We're talking about this kind of stuff. And this seems so science fiction that it's not even funny. But yet, here we are. And so my question that I am just pondering in my own mind is, now that we have artificial general intelligence, how long until we have artificial superintelligence? And then how long until we insert that intelligence into a body and then they just start walking around like it's just another day in the park? Now, in my own opinion, I think they've already had AGI. I think they've already had ASI. I think they've already had that for, at least a decade or two, because I think, we're pretty far behind of what the government has. And so this is just the writing on the wall as to what is coming.
Okay. What happens if they put these human brains into these robots?
I know. Will they become the person that they got the stem cells from?
Well, do you remember it's like the movie Bicentennial Man, or AI, Artificial Intelligence, with Haley Joel Osment?
Yeah.
And that's where the whole question of sentience comes. And you've seen those robots that they have now that can actually go through bars and different things like that, like solid bars. And it's like, again, just watch Terminator. This will not end well for us. Exactly. I have called everything that's going on when it comes to social media, these different intelligence things that are going on, people wanting to do robots like the Elon Musk. It's revenge of the nerds.
Oh, man. It's like, I could go them. How dare them pick on me with my glasses and my
braces.
Yeah, braces.
Yeah. It's all wild. Okay, what did I miss?
That was the first one. We went to Willie Schatz, and that was one of the interestings to watch very quick. There's a lot more, a lot of real people on Willie Schatz too as well. TSA being a scam, because I'm hearing reports that Trump sent the ICE to the TSA to do their job, and phenomenally day and night is a difference in that, is what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
But this guy is saying something about ever since 9/11, we've had this TSA up the security and stuff, or became a thing. I don't even know, because I never flown into a plane before 9/11. I've only flown after.
Right.
I was only 11, actually. But
Well, I remember you could go, I mean, before 9/11, I have an uncle who was living out in California before then, and like we would always go to the airport and like rush up to the gate and be like waiting for him to step off the plane, and you could see him come off the plane.
Well, that's right.
Down
Yeah,
to baggage claim and stuff with them, and then ever since 9/11, they stopped doing that. Like, have you ever seen Home Alone 2? Like, like, oh wait, no, that's not that one. It doesn't matter. Anyway.
No, I know what you mean. Like, I remember my cousins from Washington coming off the plane, and we went right to the gate. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was really young. I do remember that.
Real quick, it says building self-thinking robots bring back extinct animals. We were literally living Terminator and Jurassic Park. Well, didn't they bring back the woolly mammoth? And didn't they bring back the
saber tooth?
No, it's the it's the freaking dogs and
no, the wolf, the lichen. No, dire wolf.
Dire wolf.
Yes, they brought back
dire wolf. Yeah. Freaking, what is it? The mosquito and fucking amber.
I said lichen. Like, yeah, vampires too.
Yeah.
Anyway, just to finish up, this guy was saying that supposedly you can get a refund if you miss your flight or get delayed or something on that little fee. I think he's trying to start something like if everyone just asked for the refund because of security and they charged you for a service that they did not provide, because now it's ICE doing it. Anyways, but I don't know. It's only a $5 fee is what this guy's saying, but who knows? It's just one of them TikToks. It's just kind of interesting. The Matt Walsh says this is a disappointing news. He got to die of natural causes. He should have been executed. This is abortionist Kermit Gosnell died in prison after killing thousands of babies.
Do you know that story about Kermit
Gosnell?
I don't. He's a abortion doctor out in Philadelphia, and he would do these abortions in his clinic. I think like 13 or some woman died. He's one of the reasons why abortions clinics have different protocols on like how wide their hallways and stuff need to be in case emergency vehicles or emergency services need to come in and take women out of there, because it was basically an abortion farm, and he would keep the babies in like formaldehyde. The place was apparently the most disgusting everywhere. There was like cat poop and pee and all this other stuff all over the place. God. Like gross. And like, yeah, it was not.
Imagine the keeping of those fetus for the babies.
Yeah,
I can imagine that he was probably making money off of that somehow.
Dean Cain was in a movie about this called Gosnell.
Oh wow, okay, I gotta look that up then.
This was probably about 10 years ago or something like that. Yeah, it was actually good movie.
Oh, I just thought this disgusting. One was funny. I'm only gonna play a couple seconds of this. Sometimes it's annoying seeing people laugh at this, like in their TikToks. But in this case, some of these comments are pretty funny. So here's a little not so doom and gloom.
I've been laughing for 15 minutes straight. I'm going to show you a video and then I'm going to show you the comments.
Now, I don't know if I was just high, but I also was laughing quite a bit. Okay. So.
Yeah, dude, I said I wanted a mullet, and this is what the barber gave me. I don't think this is a mullet.
Look sick, my lord. Maybe they didn't hear me correctly. How many shillings did you pay for that? Did you specify which century you wanted the mullet?
Oh my god. I'll do one more. Let's see. Tomfoolery in the front.
Knavery in the back.
This is better. This is probably the funniest one I've ever seen.
That's
so
hilarious.
I give her the pass for that. So because that shit is funny.
That poor dude, man.
Yeah. Oh, look who it is. This guy is in the news actually pretty lately because apparently
He murdered somebody.
yeah, a quadruple amputee professional cornhole player accused of murdering someone before driving off in his Tesla. But wait a minute.
Yeah. I read that headline and I went right to the comment section because I was like, I need to see what people are saying because I was like, are they saying what I'm like? Are you thinking what I'm thinking? I was like, wait, did I read that right?
Yeah. It's like, what? This looks like a Babylon Bee headline.
It does.
What the fuck, man? Driving and shooting guns with no arms or legs? This motherfucker is as dangerous as get.
There's videos out there of showing how he like loaded and shot guns.
Yeah. Oh my god. That roly-poly.
Oh my god.
You know, when he comes like drunk at night, he gets home from the bar at nighttime and he stumbles on, well, you know,
Rolls
he's got
in.
no arms, no legs, but he's at the front door. He says, "Call me Matt."
Got it.
And he falls in the hole in the ground. His name is now Phil.
Oh
right.
man.
We do got to see how
I
he shoots the gun, though.
Hi. Yeah, hold on. I showed
Okay.
I sent this to Davey and I don't remember I don't remember his comment. Never mind.
Oh, okay. I'm going back there. Let's do they show his gun?
People
No, they
just by
show
me
him
doing
playing
my daily
cornhole.
task.
Yeah, they show him playing. They won't show it on. We'll get
I can go.
booted from.
No offense, he looks like he smokes meth too. No offense. Let's see, is it down here? Someone put the video down here somewhere. Didn't I see it? There it is.
Let me get your skull.
I don't know how that's possible.
All right, it looks like one of his nubs has like a finger, sort of.
Oh.
I mean, how else are you pulling the trigger? See? Maybe he's using his elbow. I would say. And guys, we can laugh at this, just like Crowder said this morning, because he killed a guy. Okay. So
Yeah.
Where's that allegedly?
Davey said he doesn't have a leg to stand on. That's what he said.
Oh man. But he does have. No, I don't know. No, I was going for something. I don't know if he does or not has a hand on things, right? A handle on things. Yours was funnier, Davey. Anyways, that's what's happening with that guy. Oh, here's another one of those AI things. This is a pretty cool one, actually. I'm gonna play the whole thing.
Hoorah! The Marines started at a bar in Philly called Tun Tavern during the Revolutionary War, and this place was straight fire.
Excuse me, are you Samuel Nicholas, the owner of this joint?
Damn right it is. How can I help you?
You need some badass motherfuckers that are definitely not pussies.
I've got just the crew you're looking for right over there.
Huh.
Oh, Chuck Norris, may he rest in peace.
Rest in
And
peace.
just like that, the Continental Congress authorized the Marines in 1775, made Sam Nicholas their founding captain, who recruited America's most badass motherfuckers, straight out of bars like Tun Tavern. And these dudes were always down for crazy ass shit. When ships got close enough, they jumped onto enemy ships like a bunch of psychos, just to have fun and kill some redcoat dirtbag. After the Revolutionary War, the Marines were disbanded.
Oh, come on! It's over. Nothing is over!
Today, a bunch of dirty, ugly, illegal African pirate thieves were pissing us off. So guess who was called back? Hoorah! The motherfucking Marines. Only 7 Marines and some wannabe mercenaries crossed 500 miles of African desert.
Knight Rider.
Pirates on their home
No,
turf
Mad Max.
during the Barbary
Oh
Wars.
wait.
Now, if you
No,
want to
yeah,
see the
that's
rest
Mad
of
Max.
this video, you must subscribe. You will support History Dad because he has 2 kids and a smoking hot wife who's totally out of his league. This retard needs so much help. He's making subscription videos on Instagram.
Oh man. I seriously want to know how he drove a car. Me too. The other dude.
This one. A reporter asked Tucker Carlson if Israel has the right to exist. Tucker flips the question right back and asks her to define the right to exist means. So you can watch.
Yeah.
Wrong
This
clip.
is interesting. Let's do funny stuff and then get out of here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, I feel you.
Oh boy.
Oh, hold on, accountable. Someone. Let's see. What's the funniest? This is wrong place. Wrong place to park.
Okay, now it's just oh my god, now it's really
Stop, that is correct. There you go. Now they're pulling it out.
Oh.
Wow. Well, I'm guessing the tide came up or something.
I guess.
Oh, the trailer's still attached.
Oh yeah, and the trailer's
Like
still
the trailer's still
That's right.
attached. Oh, I didn't think you wanted it. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Like, a
anyway,
car can't work after that, right?
the moral of the story: you want to back up just your trailer enough to get that boat on the water,
Mhm.
and then leave.
Yes.
So, I mean, I don't even own a boat. I'm just saying. Let's see. The more funnies. Savannah Hernandez being the man on the street again. She's in
Mhm.
California, actually, on this one.
I
Skid
think
Row
she's-
petitioner panics.
Yeah. James O'Keefe was also out there too. He dressed up as a
Yeah, he got attacked. His team, his
Yeah.
crew got attacked. Yeah.
he dressed
They're
up as a homeless person. I'm not going to call him an unhoused person. Like that's supposed to be the new vernacular. They're homeless people, and he dressed up as a homeless person and
Yeah, what
went
they're
into
doing
that
is they're
area.
exposing that homeless people are being bribed for their vote, pretty much.
Right. They're being paid like $5 or
Paid,
something a vote or whatever, and it's fraud.
Yeah. I mean,
So
you're not supposed to pay someone for their vote.
no,
That's
and well,
supposed to be
and
illegal,
they're
right?
having them like sign like different names and stuff like that too. Like
Oh,
one
shit.
person could, like this is major fraud, and it's like the way in which the people can like pry on these people is insane, and they're desperate, so they'll do it.
There's Ian. Ian's on top of a lot of shit. Ian Carroll.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's crazy. I don't think he's shilling.
No,
A lot of
he's
people
been
claim
doing-
he is. But I
He's
don't think
been
so.
doing this. I've actually been watching Ian Carroll's stuff ever since he was just on TikTok, and he was he would go on TikTok and he would go through the grocery stores and like connect all the different companies that are with each other or whatever. And
That's
then
when
he
I started
expanded
watching.
them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see, the $50 million club. Okay, this is interesting. 50 million is what they offer, I guess, to sell your soul.
Walk away from $50 million.
I wasn't walking away from the money. I was walking away from the circumstances with the newfound plateau.
Yeah.
It was completely outside of my frame of reference. I've been in show business since I was 14. I've heard the stories, seen these kinds of things play out in front of me. I mean, you see before, look, Mariah Carey made a $100 million deal, and 3 months later, she's all of a sudden mysteriously crazy. Or Martin Lawrence punches through and he's waving a gun on the street screaming, "They're trying to kill me."
Yeah, we hear those stories.
And it always happens around the time in their career where it seems as though they're crossing over the next plateau.
Yeah.
It's incredibly stressful.
Yeah.
And I felt like in a lot of instances, I was deliberately being put through stress because, when you're a guy that generates money, people have a vested interest in controlling.
Who gonna turn down 50 million? Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did.
But I owe millions of dollars in my face to do something I didn't want to do. And what? Just, you've been offered, yeah. Oh, they're in the room.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah.
That was my way of
Yes,
cueing you. Like, it's open dialogue.
Yeah, you want me to keep talking about it?
By all means, we can talk about anything. But
don't do it.
yeah,
You got more than 100.
It's so weird. Like, why would he do that? Like, I know Kevin Hart is trying to be like funny and stuff, but like,
no.
Why?
Yeah, but that, come on.
yeah.
And it's just a pattern being repeated in Hollywood and artists and the music industry and the actors and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And the politicians now, apparently, because we're seeing with the Epstein files cover-ups and shit. So
Yeah.
just saying. Hey, we're not suicidal. Remember that, guys.
No.
Anyway, that's our quota for saying that we're not suicidal in every episode, pretty much.
Yep.
And this is Nick Shirley slapping the shit out of Gavin Newsom.
Damn!
And with that, I think I'll that's it for now.
Yeah.
But go follow Willie Schatz on X for more, and he's always got interesting stuff there. So
For sure. But
yeah. Anyways, close it out, Jackie.
okay. Hey, you can
Going
follow
on.
us on X at reality_spills. You can also find me on X at Suburban Mama 1, Suburban Mama, the number 1. You can find me there. I might be posting a little bit more on there. I'm going to take a little bit of a hiatus for a bit, but I'll be here and there. Faux show.
Mm-hmm. We'll probably see you in and out.
Because basically what I'm getting back to my research roots. So I'm going to be doing some research on different things here and there. We've been talking about fintech a little bit today. Like when you we're talking about the Sam Altman stuff, right? And fintech came up with Jack Dorsey. It coincides with different things that I had been looking up for a long time when it comes to the carbon credit score and this company called Duconomy. And they are very, very into the fintech space. And they have produced a credit card that's a carbon card. And I'm having a feeling that it's going to be like widely implemented and advertised in the near future. So I want to look a little bit more into that.
And it's going to be a chip in your right wrist or
right.
where
Your
else? Or your
forehead.
head? Forehead, yeah.
Yes. So
Woo! We know where that's going, guys.
that car, like I've heard some different things happening. It's like coming a little bit more mainstream. You know, I've been talking about this for years now.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
called the Dukeonomy. It's through, they've partnered with MasterCard. They've partnered with Barclays. And I think that there's going to be a real push for it, especially when you hear a lot of stuff about like the different energy shortages and stuff. And so it's all kind of coming to a head when it comes to that. So I'm going to be looking a little bit more into that and some other things. So,
Well, I can't wait for an awesome special appearance for a Mama Report.
Mama Report. Mama
Yeah.
Report.
With its own jingle.
Yes, it's going to be like, there's a show called Octonauts, and they're like, creature report, creature report, creature report. And it'd be like, Mama Report, Mama Report, Mama Report. Yeah.
It's kind of like the new Paw Patrol or the new, I don't know, just the new 6-7. Why not?
Yeah. 6, 7. All right. Well, with that.
Anyways. With that, Reality Spills will catch me at least next week around 6-7, and Jackie will be behind the scenes, and she's not going away forever. Let's just say that. And
Anytime out.
Yeah, you know, we all need time. We all need some. Let's go. It's not closing time. Closing time.
No.
Anyway. I don't know. Anyways, we out.
We out. All right. Everyone have a good night.
Bye.